accidentally caused chaos at my daughter's new school bake sale. I'm mom to 7-year-old Ella, and her old school had been a total disaster. Every time they had a bake sale, other parents would forget their assigned items, and Ella would come home with stories about how her class's table was half empty while the others were overflowing. So this year, at her new school, I decided I would not let that happen again. I went full-on Pinterest mom mode. We're talking color-coordinated cupcakes, homemade frosting, edible glitter, and custom tags that said, "Baked with love by Ella and Mom." I even printed little stickers with her name and stuck them on every single cupcake wrapper, like it was a limited edition, luxury item. Ella loved it. We spent the entire weekend baking together, giggling over spilled flour and taste-testing icing until we both had sugar headaches. The kitchen looked like a confectionery crime scene by Sunday night, but we had 6 dozen perfect cupcakes ready for the Monday fundraiser. I dropped Ella off that morning with 2 giant trays and the pride of a mother who had just conquered Martha Stewart herself. But when I picked her up that afternoon, she looked absolutely devastated. She wouldn't even look at me. Turns out her teacher had decided, without telling anyone, that this year, the bake sale would be a community potluck, where everything would be mixed together and sold as one big batch to promote unity. So when the teacher saw the custom labels with Ella's name all over them, she lost it. She actually announced to the whole class that this is what happens when parents think their child is more important than the group. She scraped off every single Ella and Mom sticker in front of the kids, dumped all our cupcakes into one big plastic tub with everyone else's plain brownies, and told Ella she was ruining the community spirit. Ella said she wanted to crawl under the bake sale table and never come out. The other kids whispered that her mom didn't know how to share. That evening, the teacher called me in this sugary, condescending tone, lecturing me about inclusivity and how individual branding goes against their collective fundraising goals. I listened in stunned silence until I finally snapped. I pulled up the school's official event flyer, a Reddit line by line, and there was nothing about communal mixing or anti-labeling. Not one word. So the next morning, I walked straight into that classroom before drop-off with the flyer in hand. I looked that teacher right in the eye and said, "You embarrassed my daughter for cupcakes we baked, paid for, and labeled ourselves. Show me where it says I had to donate anonymously." She stammered something about school tradition. I cut her off. Traditions aren't rules, and you don't teach kids community by punishing pride in their own work. Other parents started listening. One mom said, "Wait, so you threw her cupcakes in a tub?" Another asked if this communal mixing was even sanitary. The principal came out of his office looking alarmed. Turns out the teacher had been doing this every year, blending everyone's baked goods to resell them under her name so she could claim credit for record sales. The PTA was furious. The principal apologized personally to Ella and let her set up her own little table at the next fundraiser labeled Ella's Treats. She sold out first. Now other parents label everything they bake, and the teacher, she's been quietly reassigned to administrative duties. Ella still brags, "My cupcakes started a revolution." And honestly, she's right. All I wanted was to help her shine. Turns out, we baked more than cupcakes that weekend. We baked justice.